Hey everyone, it's me, baby girl, and I'm not even looking at the camera. Hey everyone, it's me, baby girl, and I'm back to give you a pick a pile reading. Today's reading is gonna be, what is their karma? So check the description box below and let's get started. Pile number 1, what's their karma? Oh, you saw that? Like I was a little attitude right there, right? I feel like spirit is not playing with this person, or you're just very like, like you're very, feel like you feel very justified, you know what I mean? Like you know something's coming. You know that something's coming. Okay, so what I'm hearing from spirit is that their karma is that they're going to feel very isolated. They're not going to be really fulfilled with the people that they have in their lives, with their love interest, with their partner, with their friends. There's something about like, this is supposed to be a moment of like celebration, but this person feels very lacking and they're not feeling fulfilled at all. This person can be a fire sign, so that's Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. I don't know why I'm getting so tongue-tied. Like I felt like it was very hard for me to get those few like first sentences out. And I'm also feeling like this person is also very tongue-tied. Like they don't know what to really do or say or how to act because they feel so unfulfilled within their lives. And it's like, again, there is something where they're supposed to be celebrating and enjoying themselves and having fun, but all they really keep focusing on is how alone they might feel and like isolated away from their friends or their family. Again, like it's not all what it's cracked up to be. And this person keeps looking out, so they're not really, they're kind of disassociating with their surroundings. They're focused on wanting or yearning something that they're honestly never gonna have. They're just never gonna have it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so that's part of this person's karma. This can be someone who, again, actively chose to walk away from you, or you walked away from. I'm not really getting much of what the situation can be because I feel like this scenario can be so broad, but this is whatever person that is on your mind is experiencing. This person's karma has a lot to do with their stability and their foundation and what they call home, where they choose to pour their energy to, where they recharge, right? And for some reason, I'm getting here that if this isn't you, okay, I'm getting a lot of things. I'm getting that this person is someone who is very active. They're very action oriented. So this can be something that someone did. Someone that you know could have done something really messed up where they chose themselves and they were being extremely selfish in. This person made the decision only thinking about themselves and their happiness. That decision caused a change because what they expected to happen, what they expected to gain from that situation, they didn't gain that. They actually are still yearning and looking. So it wasn't fully fulfilling. It wasn't fulfilling actually at all. It should be a decision that would be celebrated. Let's say this person decided to marry someone and that person and no one, because of the situation, there isn't a celebration towards this marriage. and this marriage actually ends up not being fulfilling for said person. You know what I mean? Like that decision that's supposed to be so positive that they made for themselves, it's not positive at all. Now, there is a clarity that's coming through from their emotions, and they're really having to rely on their intuition at the moment and listen to themselves. But again, I think this person is also recognizing that what they did is too late. It's too late to really turn things back around because judgment is here. Like the karma has stricken, the clock has stricken 12. Everyone is running home. You know what I mean? Like no one is outside. He cannot undo, or she cannot undo what they have done, and yet they are in deep regrets over whatever they have done because that's all they want to do. They're really rethinking what they already did, which doesn't make sense because it's like it's too late here. It's definitely way too late, pile number one. What's interesting though is that there is justice for whoever they decided to make this decision against. If it's a group of people, if it's someone, right? Let's say if they chose, because this person's being selfish. So if they chose themselves over someone else, whoever that person was or is if it's you are going to get your justice from it. And it also can feel like you are standing up for someone, or someone is going to stand up for you when it comes to this situation against this person. So understand that if this person did do something wrong, multiple people or someone has told them how messed up it is in defense of you, or are defending you, or are on your side. I'm seeing that there is a lot of pain. I feel like this person completely let you down. This was supposed to be someone who you can depend on, who, this can be a family member, honestly, or a really close friend, but this is someone who was supposed to be a foundation in some sense. I'm being led here with this red and this, a lot of pentacles. And just the imagery that I'm getting. And this person has actually caused a lot of disappointments within your life, has not been someone who you can really rely on. I feel like this person made you feel less than, possibly I don't know why I'm getting this imagery of blood. So maybe there was an accident with this person where you got hurt, or someone started bleeding, or if that's like significant of violence. And violent, this person could have been extremely violent towards you as well. Yeah, so there's just a lot of pain associated with this person on your side. So you are kind of moving through that, and it's almost like I don't see that this person and you, whether if you are speaking, I don't really see that. I'm seeing that there is like a separation because these are on two different tables. Like the Queen of Wands is here, and the King of Wands, where this person was coming out of as is over here. And it was kind of interesting because I don't even know at this point how many different decks I have in here, but 3 Two of Wands came out, like all on this person's side. Excuse the nails, but like what? And all of these, it's actually crazy how it's coming out. So yeah, pile number 1, that has been your reading. I hope that reading helped. If you like this reading, do not forget to hit the like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Pile number 2, what is the karma for the person on your mind? What's their karma? I'm getting like really emotional stuff here. Oh God, this person is not doing well. Let me tell you right now, this person is not doing well. Oh, okay. What? number 2, what I'm seeing here is that the person's karma that you're dealing with is so much pain. It's not even funny. And this pain is emotional. It is heartbreak, it is suffering, it is anxiety, it is being gaslit, it is dating a narcissist. Nothing is going to go the way they are planning for it to go. This is a loss in finances. This is not having a successful future, not having a future, really, not really knowing, not in any way, shape, or form doing great or even doing well enough to even try to see clearly. This person is down bad, so to speak. I don't know why that way I said it. Like I know I know I'm smiling when I say this, but it's not that I'm like happy for this person. Obviously I don't know them. I just need to disclaim that. Yeah. But anyway, so I do see here that this person could be dating somebody who's draining their finances, or that's their karma. If this person like left you or something, or chose someone else over you, the person that they possibly could have done that with is not really anyone. I think that if anything, this person is coming off as a narcissist or someone who's highly manipulative and leading them on with false fantasies. So this person's kind of like thinking that this person's gonna help them when they're not, or be there. It's a lot of sweet nothings, and this person is going to drop the ball, like their partner. This person, that person. It's like whatever. So anyway, they are slowly realizing that, and I don't know if this person's gonna breadcrumb them or like kind of do a bait and switch where they're not going to be receiving what they need from this person. And it's going to happen very quick and very suddenly. Like 1 second, everything's gonna be cool, and the next second, it's like Ice Town. Like the flip is gonna be crazy. And what's even worse is that whoever like did anything to you or that you're asking about, they are not gonna see it coming. It's like they're not gonna see it coming, and they probably aren't even like doing anything. Like the reason why this person's gonna flip on them is because they're gonna say something that is going to show growth. They're gonna do something, they're gonna have an idea, or they're gonna say something that's like really good, right? It's gonna show growth. It could be such a catalyst for change, or just a realization. Like this is also someone just like in therapy maybe, and having like real breakthroughs. And this person's partner, or whoever this person is gonna see that, peep that, not like where it's going, and ice them out to start playing with their minds. It's kind of giving like this person was developing confidence or something like that, and this person's like, hell no, we need to keep you down, humble, and almost like under control. That's what I'm getting. It's like this person's gonna be like, oh, you think you're worthy? Like, nah, I'm gonna show you why you're not. Whoa, that's really dark. And on top of that, like this person is going through financial issues. They are praying for God. They're praying for something. They are very anxious. Like they really don't know how they're gonna make ends meet. They're strategizing, they're plotting, and things just really aren't going well. So on top of having a very kind of toxic person around them, a snake, so to speak, because this could be a friend, this could be a family member. This is just someone who is keeping them down and locked in. They're gonna be having money problems, and they're gonna be absolutely stressed about that. Now, for some reason, I'm getting that this person is not gonna, maybe it's the correlation that this person maybe started having money problems or something, or some kind of issue whenever they met that other person or started dating this other person. There is something there. And that's maybe why, like, they're gonna do a flip, because they're gonna try to like kind of keep them. But it's like, oh, you're trying to say that I'm bad for you, like, and then like put them down. So then the person who you're looking for their karma is gonna like try to run and chase them. And it's like, oh, well, why are you chasing me? Like, I thought I was bad for you. Again, but like, you are bad because look at you being manipulative. Like, yeah. So pile number 2, that sucks for your person, and that's your karma. It is also getting the energy of like someone who was in a very stable position, someone who was confident once and had a lot of money, and now they just like are losing it. So I don't know if this person was a little too judgmental of others, or like the universe is kind of just like humbling them, and it's coming in through such a drastic way. So that, yeah, that's really not good. And again, if this person made you feel any type of way about anything about yourself, like especially if you weren't enough, trust me, they're going to be eating that. So pile number 2, that has been your reading. If you like this reading, do not forget to hit the like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. All right, pile number 3, this is the karma for the person on your mind. Whew, boy, I feel like you came from one of the 2 piles, because this is a perfect continuation. Let's just jump into it. The person's karma is that whoever they're with right now, whatever situation, is it like, I'm getting romance or job, like whatever this person has chosen to walk towards, they will be unfulfilled and they will walk away from it. Yes. So if this person chose to be with someone else, that relationship is not going to happen. Romantically, friendship wise, if this person like betrayed you, or like, let's say slighted you, or like took a promotion from you, is kind of what I'm getting. Or I'm seeing a company and something with like positions where I'm hearing moved your position. Like, that's not gonna last long. Like, don't worry about them, especially if they did something underhanded where they took something that they thought you had. So I'm seeing someone like trading shifts for some reason. Just like, that's strange. They're not, for some reason they're just gonna have a really bad time. I don't know, like, whew. I don't know what that's about. My head is spinning right now with this pile. But yeah, like all of a sudden I'm really itchy, I'm coughing, like everything just got really active. Like all of these dormant feelings, the birds are chirping, like everything is just so,
it makes me sick,
kind of chaotic. And that's also might be what your person is going to feel. Like the karma is just like, everything is just gonna feel 10 times more intense, especially their feelings. Like, I think this person is going to truly have to, this person is going to hurt in a way that they have never hurt before, because this is a type of hurt. It's like, it's the last one. It's like, this is the type of pain that you're like, I'm never gonna do this to someone because I can't put somebody else through what I'm experiencing. This is the type of pain that changes you to be a better person, low key. All right, and this person's karma, they need to go through that. They need to go through it. They need to be humbled. Like, they don't think clearly. This person can also think with their D or their P, if you know what I mean. And that lack of clarity has eventually caught up to them. I just need to see. Okay, interesting. Oh, okay, see, I thought it was what I didn't even know what it was. Okay, so 2 things is also what I'm getting, is that this person is, a lot of things are gonna kind of work out slowly for them. Like stuff that they thought that was gonna be like super quick and happen, it is going to take absolutely forever. And they're going to be so upset to the point where this person is just gonna like turn around and be completely disinterested in it, because I just heard shut up in my brain. Is that because I'm on the money? Like, is it like shut up, or is it like shut up Hennessy? Like, I'm having a hard time discerning that from spirit. They'll let me know. But yeah, so this person is definitely looking out. I'm also seeing the Dominican Republic here. I don't know why this part of this card reminds me of DR. So specifically DR too, like, so maybe you're Dominican or these people are Dominican. Shout out to my Dominicanos. And anyway, so on this other side, they're not gonna start feeling better until they start owning up to themselves and being honest with themselves and understanding why things are going the way they're going, why they feel the way they feel, why people are leaving, don't know where that came from, why like they're being ostracized too, or being forced to leave a situation is what I'm getting. Like, they're really gonna have to understand that and understand their hand in it. This is kind of reminding me of Amanda Seales a little bit. Like, I was watching a snippet of her interview with Shay with Chaplin Sharp, I think, something like that. And in it, there was a story, trust me, it'll relate. In it, she's telling a story about how she called someone on the set of Insecure the N-word, and this person said, "I am not the N-word," and she said, "Okay, whatever, blah blah blah." And basically, I guess was told by a producer or sorry, like a PA, like, "Hey, you have to apologize to this man, like, you can't just do that." And she's like, "Well, I didn't say anything wrong," and like didn't apologize or something, or like said that she gave him like a fake apology, and that they say the N-word on the show, so she doesn't see the problem with it. And I was thinking about that, right? And the host of this podcast, Shannon Sharp, or whatever his name is like agreeing with her, right? Like, of course, it's her side of the story. So he's like, "Yeah, like, that's so BS." Like, she's like, "Yeah, like, it wasn't even a bad thing. Like, I called him a revolutionary N-word." And like, yeah, so I had it. And then she said something about how them wanting her to apologize is them wanting other people to bow down to her. And I was like, yo, this chick is type crazy, because and the best part of this was that she started crying about it to Issa. Apparently they were like filming a scene, and she started crying that she had to apologize to this man who she disrespected. So you see how delusional she is? Like, she really thinks that she's right. Like, she thinks that she's powerful and she can say whatever she wants and she doesn't have to apologize. She could offend somebody, and if she doesn't mean to offend you, then it's your problem that you're offended, because that wasn't the intention. That's crazy. There's a level of delusion that she has that this person that you're dealing with has. Like, it's that same type of crazy. Like, I feel like it really is just like this convoluted kind of sense of thinking. And I had to exit that interview that I was watching, because I really had to think about it. I was like, hold on a second. Just putting the facts where they lay. She did not want to apologize to someone that she offended because she didn't feel like she had to. And then on top of that, did not realize or take any accountability at the fact that she was being offensive. That offended that person individually, not just because they said it on the show. Like, what does that have to do with the fact that you still called someone something that they said, "No, I'm not," and whether you meant it as a compliment or not, and you're crying about that? Even though it wasn't even a real apology, it was a fake apology. And you think that because you have to apologize because people taking away your power. Okay, cool, you're crazy. And there a lot of these themes too that she was like kind of saying, where it's like, a lot of the stories that this whole podcast, I don't know why she did this interview, like really bad publicist for her, but it was just like, everyone hates me and I don't know why. And like, but like completely lack self-awareness. I don't know, it's weird. I'm not here to put her down or anything. That's not what I'm doing. I just feel like that is a great example of what this person is, and I feel comfortable speaking about that because this is a celebrity, so this person obviously knew what they signed up when they I don't feel like I'm talking about anything that wasn't stated in an interview that this person stated openly. I'm not, you know, I really am not trying to spin things, but that was something that this is public knowledge that she put out there. So, you know, you can watch it yourself. Anyway, so that is kind of insane to me. And so I think this person is someone who tends to be disrespectful, tends to be very narcissistic, tends to value themselves and put themselves above other people, right? They step on a lot of toes, whether they're aware of it or not. But I'm getting there is something very masculine about that, where like, it's their way or the highway, and this person is going to be stopped in their tracks, and it's going to feel very different, and things aren't going to work out the way they expect them to anymore, especially if they're used to commanding people and willfully doing things like for those things to happen. And this person is going to go through a huge transformation, pile number 3. And actually what I'm hearing is that if this person comes back to you, obviously this is a case per case scenario, but I feel like if it's for you, you are going to understand, especially if this is like a family person, let's say a father figure. I don't know, I said father like that, but anyway, like if this person comes back to you, they will have changed and they will have grown. If this person says sorry, and I'm getting like 5 years down the line, this person is really coming from a real place of genuinely understanding and meaning it, because it seems like right now they are about to go through something that they haven't, again, never experienced before. And it is purification through the fire and then the water, right? Like this person already did the fire impulsive thing, and now everything is going to really come crashing down on them, and they're going to have to now sit with their feelings that they have been running away from, look at the reality that they have been running away from, and deal with the karma and the justice. And because this person is going to be isolated, trust me, it's going to be very easy for this person to sit alone because they won't be invited out anywhere. And that is the truth, as harsh as that sounds. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of learning and starting over, and it's going to feel like they are starting over because they are in a lot of ways, and they're gonna feel like, damn, I really messed up. I didn't have to do this. I had a good life. And that starting over, it's not gonna feel as fresh as they thought it was gonna feel. That newness, whatever they chose, it's going to feel like a lot of work that they don't want to do because they already did that before with someone else, or in another job, or in another friendship, or in another relationship, or whatever it is. Apply where it fits. Apply where it flies. I love that. All right. And I'm seeing that their finances can be tied to whatever situation that is new for them, whether they moved as well, to like a new place. Like it's gonna be on some shit. I mean, I'm not trying not to curse, but like I can't even break the lease. Like, oh, I'm in this. Ooh, I thought I could get out of this. Turns out I can't. 5 years? 7 years? What? I don't even know what's going on right now. my guides like gave me like I don't even know you type beat. Like, whoa. Yeah, so they're about to find out real quick who not to play with. And I'm getting here that it's not that just this person disrespected you, it's that they have just, it's just that time for them. It's, you know, it's just what it is. And I really would be careful to not wish bad on this person, because no matter how bad someone can piss you off, you don't want to wish anybody bad. And this really hurts. Like, this sucks, right? And this is just this reading, right? And you can ask, like, well, if it's so bad, then why do you do this readings? And it's because I'm curious. Honestly, that's the reading that I'm told to do, so I do them. But it's not like I'm reveling in like the karma. Like, if you know what I mean, like it should feel like closure, not like, ooh, ha ha ha, this person's downfall. You know what I mean? Like, so check yourself on that too, because that's what I'm getting from the universe. Like, chill out before it happens to you. Yeah. All right, cool. That's it. File number 3, that has been your reading. If you like this reading, do not forget to hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.